Welcome everybody out there to Winter Walkin' Weekly Audio. Guys, I'm so excited to introduce this part of our program to you. You might be saying to yourself, what's a weekly audio all about? Well guys, remember it has all to do with your self-talk. But sometimes there's outside talk that comes in. You know, what goes into your brain? You know, your mind is like a garden. You've heard that said by James Allen. You've heard that said by The Secret. You've heard that said by all the great ones. Well guys, it really is. Your mind is like a garden. And what you put in, you plant. What you plant, you harvest. Well guys, what you sow, you reap. All of those words, you've heard them before, but it really is true. So what do you put into your mind? My experience is a lot of times, guys, we put in peas, we plant peas, and we expect to harvest watermelon. Well, guys, it's not like that. If you want watermelon, you've got to plant watermelon. If you want success in your life, you've got to plant success. If you want love, you've got to plant love. Guys, whatever you plant, you harvest. So it becomes vital and critical what you put into your mind on a daily and weekly basis. Well guys, that's what Winter Walkin' Weekly Audio is all about, is weekly self-talk, weekly inspiration to help you put the correct things into your mind. You know guys, it just reminds me of one of my favorite, dearest to my heart little stories because it's about my own little daughter, my own little Ashley. You know, for over 10 years of my wife and I's life, we've been on a weekly audio series. And it's begun to affect my family and my children. And here's what I mean by that. You know, I've got this little daughter, and she was just about 4 years old at this time, and she got her little knee cut open. She fell into some glass and sliced her knee wide open. And my wife, Karen, comes running and says, Rich, you got to see Ashley. She's got to go to the hospital. And so we looked at her little knee, and I was thinking, okay, maybe not. Well, oh my goodness, it was sliced wide open, deep, clear to the bone. So my wife scoops her up, and we jump in the little car, and we head off to the hospital. And Ashley's kind of crying, and probably there's as much tears as there is blood. But you know what? It was kind of a crazy time. And so as a dad, I was trying to do everything I could to comfort her. So I said to her, I said, Ashley, what can I do for you? I said, you want me to take you to Wendy's and get you a little Frosty or something? And, you know, that was a little program that Ashley and I had. We kind of sneak out of the house after everybody was asleep, and we go get a Frosty, and we come home and dispose of the evidence, and nobody would know. Well, now my secret was out. Karen knew. But I thought, I'm asking. And she said, no. Can you believe that? A little girl turns down ice cream. But she said, no, Dad, I don't want ice cream. So I said, well, Ashley, what can I do for you? Well, guys, up to this point in our life, we had a good friend in our life. His name was Lennon Ledbetter. And he was one of our favorite speakers on these weekly audio programs. And he was such a great speaker. He'd been in our home in person. We'd heard him in audio. He became one of my children's best friends, and apparently a very comforting voice. Why do I say that? Because when my daughter refused the ice cream, I said, Ashley, what can I do for you? And she said, Dad, will you just turn it on the Lennon station? And guys, my heart melted because I knew what that voice did in my life. I knew that his self-talk had created an amazing spirit in that little girl's life. I knew it had in his life, I knew it had in my life, and now I knew it was in her life. Well guys, what you say when you talk to yourself is so vital, it's so critical that we have created this Winter Walkin' Weekly Audio. Guys, subscribe to it. $5 a month. Our goal was to make it so cheap that for the price of one meal or less, you can be on a weekly audio series that every Monday you get an audio that's going to help you with what you say when you talk to yourself. So guys, get subscribed. If you don't like it, we'll refund your money. But here's what I guarantee you. You will like so much what you hear because it's going to be about you. It's going to be about you understanding you're endowed with the seeds of greatness, that you were born to win, that you were put here to win. You were designed by greatness for greatness. Guys, get registered on the Winter Walkin' Weekly Audio, and we'll see you on the other side.